So here we go, guys. We have the first update of the dev server and we have plenty of new vehicles and fixes and everything to talk about. So we're going to talk about all the changes, and then in specific videos later, I will be talking about the specific vehicles that they added and other things, okay? We start off with the new Tornado IDS for Germany. So this is the Asta 3 SLE. It is pretty much the most modern Tornado the Germans can have. If I'm not mistaken, there is no other one that can be added here. What does it actually bring? Well, it is pretty much the same as the other Tornadoes in the terms of flight performance and everything. It comes after the Asta 1, of course, although the Asta 1 can be called an Asta 3 as well because it has the laser J dams, right? But yeah, 12.3, and it has some pretty interesting upgrades on the weapon system. So you do have the MOS. So let me actually, I don't remember if the other one had it because they were adding these for a lot of vehicles. No, so it's the British one and the other Italian one, right? So the Germans finally have the MOS system. It is basically a pod that you can carry over here. It carries less countermeasures, but it has a MOS system, so a missile approach warning system, okay? Also, AIM-9LI, right? So finally you have an all-aspect IRCCM missile. Remember, this is a little bit worse than the AIM-9M just because it still has the smoke, right? So it's something that the normal Asta didn't have yet as well. It just has the normal AIM-9L, as you see over here. And then the air-to-ground stuff, guys. This is where it really changes. So, laser J dams, nothing crazy. But then the Brimstone. Yes, you can actually carry the Brimstone. It uses the Lightning 3 pod. That I'm pretty sure the other ones already use. But yeah, the Brimstone is here. So you can take 9 Brimstones, which is pretty interesting. So it kind of became like a GR4 for the Germans, okay? Very good because you can take 3 laser J dams as well. And at 12.3 BR, it is a little bit lower than the top rank. So pretty good. Actually pretty interesting, right? Nothing crazy, of course, but it is the same vehicle, but it is pretty good. While we were talking about fixed wing aircraft, we have to talk about some changes done to the JH7 and a new addition of the JH7 as well. So first things first, the JH7 got moved to the normal one, right? The Block 02, like the very initial one. This one already had the radar and everything, so it's not actually the initial one, but still the proper radar and stuff, pull stop radar and stuff, but still the JH7 got moved to the Tech tree, 11.3 instead of 12.3, okay? Which means that I'm pretty sure it is the same engine. It's just the weapons that are different, okay? So yeah, you have the PL5E2, which is great, but you don't have the PL8. If I'm not mistaken, the JH7, the other one has the PL8, and you do not have any guided weapons. You don't have the KH-29s or anything like that, just unguided bombs and rockets. But you have the addition of the YJ-81K anti-ship missile. So this missile I'm gonna show to you guys functioning in just a little bit, but just a normal anti-ship missile, okay? And then the normal JH-7A over here will not have this missile, as you can see, and it will have the guided stuff. So just like in real life, the original JH-7 was more used as a Navy striker, and then the JH-7A was more used as a overall, attack aircraft, okay? So as you can see, you can lock the targets that are moving with this thing, and then of course you will launch the anti-ship missile, and it works very similarly. I mean, there is a bug with the fighter, but it is a sea-skimming missile, so it goes very, very low to the ground, and it will attack the ship. So a new anti-ship missile. And why did they add this? Well, because of course this is the main difference, like I said, to the normal JH-7A, right? This thing, of course, it would be a lot less reliable than the other JH-7A. But the main thing in combat would be that it has anti-ship missiles instead of the normal missiles and stuff like that. So very good missile, as you see. Very, very good anti-ship missile. Probably one of the best in the game. So let's continue with the other new vehicles, because this was already added, but it is an addition that I think it was worth to talk about. And then we have, look at that. So this is not a premium anymore, but they added this, the JH7A Prototype 811. So this is the new premium JH7, okay? This will be the one that you buy with real money. And why they're doing this? Because probably, the other one will be kind of boring as a premium, because this thing will actually be the prototype of the GH7A, which means that it is pretty much the same vehicle. So it does have the guided bombs, KH-29s, all the things that are cool and fun about this vehicle, PL8s. So it is just very interesting. Weird part is that the PL5C, it is used instead of the E2, but doesn't matter, not gonna complain. It is still a pretty interesting vehicle, and of course, much better as a premium than the original GH7, okay? It will be the same vehicle, as the normal GH7A, but, as a premium with a prototype skin. That's the prototype skin, okay? So this is the new premium vehicle for China. It is not here right now, okay? But it will be, don't you worry. And then we have a bunch of new helicopters, guys. So the first one that I wanted to show is the Japanese one. So this is the Indonesian AH-64E Guardian Apache. So it doesn't have the proper skin, and it's not ready yet, okay? It's just not ready yet, but it will be, okay? In a very, very short period of time, it will be ready, so don't you worry, but pretty much it is a very, very similar vehicle to the Apache Guardian that we had in the US. The main thing about here is that apparently it does not have the digital IRCM, for now at least, right? And yeah, I'm not seeing a radar, so I'm pretty sure this thing doesn't have a radar, right? So yeah, everything else will be pretty much the same. As you can see, the missiles, everything, it is pretty much the same, like I said, right? So it is a very interesting vehicle, but nothing different from the normal Apache Guardian. So not ready yet, as you can see, the Dutch skins over here, but still. And why does it have the Dutch skin, guys? Well, it might be because the Dutch are also receiving one of these. So this is the Dutch one, okay? So this is going to be coming for France, of course, and it is basically the same as the American one, okay? Same radar, digital IRCM, everything. It is working. It has the cool skin. This one. I think it's ready, okay? So yeah, Neo Apache Guardian for the French as the Netherlands. You can still use the AGM 179, and that's kind of it, okay? So very cool. And then we're not done, guys. There is another new helicopter, and it's not for Italy. It's just that I had to put there to show the other vehicle. But this is the AH-64E for China. Yes, China will receive also one. Again, not ready with the skin. It's still using the Dutch skin over here. But it will be having the Chinese will be having a Guardian Apache as well. And this is the one. It is basically the same as the American one, but it has one difference. It can actually carry 2 or 4 extra Stinger missiles. That's the difference, okay? So that's pretty much what it is, okay? So these are the new helicopters, all Apache Guardians, all pretty much the same as the American one, with minor differences here and there. The Dutch one is basically the same. This one has a little more Stingers, and the Japanese, the Indonesian one, right? It will probably not have the radar, I think, apparently, and no digital IRCM. So it's a little bit less advanced, right, actually. But yeah, and the last vehicle that it's new here, it's the actual Kari, right? Where is the Kari? So it's a new ship. So, and I'm gonna wrap it up the video with this because there is a lot to talk about, right? And I'm gonna do another video about it. Yeah, this is the Kari, Bofors, normal ship, like boat, right? So pretty interesting, okay? So these are the new vehicles added to the data to the dev server. There are plenty of other little things that I'm gonna do a secondary video talking about, okay? But yeah, minor things, nothing too crazy. There is, for example, just one thing that I wanted to show to you guys, but I'm gonna do a proper video on it because this is a new missile on the game. But they changed the blue arrow. Now it has its proper like model, and it's not a copy paste of the AGM 179. Before I didn't know it was actually a copy paste of the 179, right? So right now it will not be something like this. So it is. We're gonna test the missile later, right? But basically these are it. Just one thing. The Chinese Apache Guardian will come under the AH-1W over here. The Japanese one will be under the Mi-35, if I'm not mistaken. Look at it. No, no. Sorry. After the H64DJP. I mean, my opinion would make sense to come below this because it's Indonesian, but doesn't matter. And the let me just find it. The Dutch one is a new line apparently. So I don't know what that means with a new line. Maybe it's coming from here. Maybe it's coming like here. I don't know, but it is a new line. Okay. So basically, these are it. These are the new vehicles added to the dev server. See you guys on the next one. Make sure to subscribe, leave a like, leave a comment, and bye, guys.